G'day guys, SiNKiLLeR here. Another replay for you. This is another MSV No HARV. It's working really well on ladder versus tech players, especially the first few times. Keeps them guessing. It also can force them trying to go into No HARV, which again will work in my favor. So I won't could tell you so many different things about this deck at the moment, but I'm really enjoying it, and it's a very interesting deck to play in the current meta. And it surprisingly can work quite well. Obviously, the more the player suspects it, it's easy to counter. But again, you only have one build into open, so it's quite a strong deck, even just going no HARV when you're versing another no HARV. The MSV opening first, it's pretty strong because you can go into dogs, Pipple, Shatterer. So either of those is very strong at the start. So going no HARV versus this can be quite difficult. But anyway, here I'm just trying to highlight that tech players having this boosted, all your units boosted, you can put a lot of aggression and pressure on the harvesters. Obviously having that extra unit pop really helps. And Master's playing his it's called Bike Rush, his Zone Trooper Mammoth deck. Very annoying. I think Bike Rush plays it with Liang. Jackson's also a good option. But again, probably Liang, as it is so insane, is probably a better option. But we'll get straight into it. So Master's quite a good, well-known tech player. And I know this, so I was going to try to play to that knowledge. 2, 1. So I've opened MSV and I decided that I could get away with opening it 2 spaces from the base, just because the distance to get infantry there is quite long, and I didn't think you'd be opening blind rockets. So he scouted with riflemen, which is great, so I've just figured I'm just going to spam with people and try to get as quick as I can to that harvester. So seeing the rockets, I've retreated because I need to preserve units at all costs and prioritize that rather than getting the harvester kill. So I've been able to get the riflemen, and I've opened more dogs so I can boost them and get them onto the rockets. I've scouted below just to see if the harvester is there, just in case, because that would have been some extra damage I could have done just before the missile goes. And the dog is getting cleaned up quite strongly, so I figure I have to go into Shatterer just to ensure that I can take out all the rockets. Now I didn't know his deck, but at the moment he doesn't have he's only got really rockets and pipples to really counter what I've got. So it gives me a bit of advantage here, and I have the boost and the pop cap to help. So with the Shatterer moving around to take out the top pad, I've been able to secure the missile quite easily. And put in more pressure on the pads because I figure I can push a little bit here because he's got to try work on the pads. And I was able to take the first missile quite easily. Been a bit very aggressive here with my MSV, trying to get it as close as I can to the harvesters, just so I can again keep pressuring these halves. So the boost is it makes it very easy for the pipples to take out these pipples on 1v1. I think I get about half my health down on my pipples when it's boosted. Having the dogs there to distract that other pipple as well has helped me keep this. So I've gone into a harvester to just try to get my economy up. A bit worried this double HARV is out and I didn't really get too many kills. So having one harvester kill, I need to be cashed up on Tiberium. So I've parked my MSV so I can protect it a bit better, having it closer to the top hex, and I can get these boosts around all sides of the map where it is right now. So Shatterer is kind of critical here because he's got zone troopers. So the Shatterer on defense is really effective against zone troopers, as you can see here. Probably 5 to 6 shots. I pulled the harvester just to increase my chances of getting this. I know the zones are up there and they're going to push onto the harvester, which is okay. I'll try to get the block, but unfortunately the block doesn't work. So with that, I try to move everything onto the pads, and I get the Shatterer onto the zones. The zones don't retarget, which was lucky for me. I was trying to clear the harvesters so we could get pad control, and that basically helps secure me getting the missile as I control the map there. But yeah, it's a really cool strategy, guys. I suggest you try it. It's a lot of fun. I haven't really seen anyone have done this yet. So it's surprisingly working well versus tech. Obviously, yeah, chances will decrease the more you use it against certain players. But yeah, overall, really fun thing to try, and it can work very well in the current meta. But yeah, thanks guys. Catch you later.